Hey guys, how's it going? This is Drew's Reviews here with another movie review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Everest. Yes, Everest is the latest movie I've seen, and I saw it this weekend in IMAX 3D, and this is one of those movies that you want to see in IMAX 3D for sure. This movie was really good, I will say. It's a good movie, it's a solid story. First, let's talk about the great cast that was in the movie, which, by the way, this movie is based on a true story. The story of the mountain climbers and who climbed up Mount Everest and this journey they took, and it took place in 1996. So I was 6 years old when this event happened. So this is a very well-known and famous story, and it's nice to finally see this story brought onto the big screen and to display the horrors and the scary and the intense job of climbing up this mountain. And it really showed a great job of doing that. And a lot of that has to do with the cast, which I will say who it is now, was Jason Clarke, Josh Brolin, Jake Gyllenhaal. There's a tremendous cast in this movie. They all provided into their roles very well. They were almost like the real people. They got so into the roles. They did a really good job of portraying these people. I think that they were perfect. That they did good job. And we also saw Sam Worthington, which we have not seen in a while. If you guys still remember Avatar, one of the best movies of all time, then yeah, he was in it. Yeah, he's in this movie. It's Keira Knightley's in this movie. It's a great supporting cast. The supporting cast is great. I will say though that the story is a little hard to follow in the beginning. It might be a little slow. You don't really understand why they're climbing this mountain until later on in the movie, where they even address it in like a party, and as they're gathering up the mountains, and some of the survivors question each other like, why are we really doing this? Why are we climbing Everest? And that was a really good scene because it's a very good question. Why are they climbing Everest? And in that scene, I feel like the passion and the story and the drive for climbing out Everest was really shown and revealed with the characters and the people. And I thought that was a really good scene. I think that the cinematography in this movie was outstanding, especially seeing it in IMAX. I'm really telling you, like, this movie is great in IMAX, and it probably would lose some of that value watching it in standard, even though it's still a good movie in standard. But IMAX, you really feel like you're on top of the mountain. I mean, this is one of those movies where you watch or videos that you see in Best Buy and you just stare at the TV for like 30 minutes because it looks so gorgeous. You're looking at that mountain. That's what this movie was like. It really was cool to captivate and see how powerful Mother Nature can be. Don't mess with Mother Nature. That is the moral of this story. And I think that Everest does a good job of explaining that. One negative thing I will say though, even though I like this movie a lot, was it's difficult to keep track of some of the characters because it's hard to identify them and all the equipment they're wearing and all the snow gear and all the beards, and they almost all look alike at certain times. And another negative thing is I heard from people who have read the book that it's not completely accurate, that they change a lot of things from the real life story, which is not faithful and not good to the story of the real survivors. But I didn't watch this movie because I read the book and I didn't know about the book, so I saw this movie fresh on what it is, and I enjoyed it. I can understand why people would be upset with the story not being as accurate as possible. But Everest overall is a good climbing movie, and I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's really entertaining to see and see the build-up of this mountain and the tragic storm that takes place. The visuals are really well done, and it had some emotional moments as well. This is Drew's Reviews. I hope you liked this review. I hope you liked the channel. If you want to help out, please like and subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys. Have a nice night.